everyone, DungeMaster372 here, coming at you with a new server spotlight over our server called DungeCraft. We are now with new hosts and everything. We are also currently we have already joined the E2 server group, which is pretty awesome because they pretty much offer a wide variety of gaming servers for players like myself and others and everything else, and a lot of great stuff going on within that community, and we are happy to be a part of it. And we have, they've really been helpful getting me a new server set up that's a little bit more ideal to what we need and everything else. So right now we are currently in our spawn, and this is where you will spawn in at whenever you first log into our server. You'll be standing on this elevator, which will take you down if you hit the shift key while standing on top of it. You have to hit it 3 times to get you down to the bottom level. Same for spacing up. So space goes up, shift goes down, and that's how you use the elevator block to get yourself off of this platform. These monitors here. This will be our main news feed for the server and everything. Most of the stuff that you see here will most likely be somewhere on in our forums section with the E2 forums. This is our rules board here. We have a full list of rules on E2 forums and on my own private website as well. You can get to my private website through this URL here listed below. So feel free to check that out at any time. I will be updating the banned items list. We have a few that needs to be added to this list and stuff like that. And I do also need to list out our restricted items as well, because we have a few items that are restricted to specific worlds and everything. So those will be set up here shortly. And y'all are probably wondering what these towers here on the outside edges of this build is for. Pretty much they house our different spawns that we have built up with the different dimensions and stuff like that. This is our nether portal here, represented by the nether brick. So if you wanted to travel to the nether, you can just follow the nether brick road. No pun intended, guys. But then we also have our overworld spawn, which is represented by the cobblestone. You can step onto this pressure plate right up here, and it will take you straight to a random location within 10,000 blocks of that spawn point. So cool beans. And then we also have the mossy cobble, which represents our deep dark spawn. And I will take you to each one of these areas momentarily. Just wanted to kind of show you what's all available. And then we also have Sentry Stone, which most of you may already know that's from Aether 2 and everything else. So, and that should be all of our portals, because I already covered the nether and the overworld spawn and all that good stuff. So I won't show, the only one I won't show you is the overworld random spawn and everything, because that's pretty much self-explanatory. It'll take you to a place that hasn't been really touched. So just make sure that when you do use the randomized portal, that you check the area around you within, at least a 2,000 block radius, just to make sure that you're not building too close to somebody. And then I will definitely, as long as you double check everything, because if somebody puts up a grief and says that you're building too close, and I go to check it out, the other person's been there longer. That's usually how we decide that. Whoever was first there usually gets the run of the area. But as long as you are at least 2,000 blocks or better away, I think that would be fine and dandy. Uh, so yeah, good stuff there. Okay, so I guess the next step is to catch up to you and show you all the different spawns that I have available. We'll starting out with our Aether spawn, which is of course kind of simple. Most of these spawns are kind of simple. There's a couple that are kind of wild and out there. This one's one of our more simple builds. It just kind of mimics what we have in the overworld, which kind of helps it blend in a little bit. But that's what we got so far. I do not know for sure if I plan on building anything further out here yet. I might expand on this and build a spawn village of some sort, but this will be the main starting area for that. So the next one will be our Deep Dark. Now this is one of our more intricate builds. This next one is built by Madridus as far as initial build up. Me and Vogeldrack have been throwing down a few blocks in here as well, trying to keep it all nice and neat. So yeah. As you can tell, it looks like an old mining facility and everything, which is pretty awesome, I think. I like how he actually created this little hole out of carpenter blocks and stuff. Made it look pretty cool. Now, he didn't make it go all the way down, so we kind of had to do some kind of drop ladder system, which we used catwalks for. And anyways, that's pretty much how you get out and start building out here, is if you want to, just a little FYI on that. These are just access tunnels, and these will be covered up. So, but yeah, I mean, I kind of like the builds that we've got going and everything. Each individual build is unique in its own way. Okay, another thing I wanted to apologize about is our abrupt end to our last Let's Play series. Our last Let's Play series, I kind of got to playing and I got to doing things, and then all of a sudden, you know, things just died out. And it wasn't that I wasn't up to the challenge or anything like that. It's just I got a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I kind of overloaded myself, which is my fault and everything. But I do plan on keeping things going as far as the server and stuff like that. I just want to really I wanted to get the server, you know, as stable as possible before I got started again, so that way we're already set and we're ready to go, you know, and we're getting there. My next video will be a Let's Play series video. Been working on getting ready, which as well as our E2 forums link and everything else. All that stuff will be in the description below. I hope that this video kind of captured, you know, some of the aspects of a server that you might want to join up and play around with. We pride ourselves in bringing a lot of these mods together that are not widely played, like the Aether mod. I mean, I know that a lot of people follow the Aether and play it, but now that it's actually been set up, been open source now for mod pack additions and stuff like that, I am kind of happy that I am able to present that to you guys. And its popularity should end up growing. Also, we have many other mods that are great as well in their own right. Mods such as Ender.io and Mechanism and everything else. Okay, of course, Ender.io is new to this pack as of, DM Tech Mix 2.0, and I'm really loving that mod. Botania is another one that I really haven't got into too much. I did manage to get through a lot of it in the last Let's Play series, and I'm hoping to get through that quite a bit more now and everything else, because now I know a little bit more about that mod than I did before. So, trying to learn the mods and getting some of the research done and everything else, so that way, whenever I get to that point in gameplay, I can say, okay, well, today we're going to start on this, and I won't really be like, I don't know, so, yeah, we're going to try to stay away from that as much as possible. Also, another future plans that we plan on having with the server is we do plan on having server-side games as well, some mini games such as Battle Arena or Spleef Arena. We also plan on having Ender battles and other, now some of those are well-known games, mini games and stuff to play and stuff like that. I do want to try to do some new stuff too, if we can find the resources to do so. So feel free to join in on our events and stuff like that whenever we have them posted. And all that information will be posted up on our website, our forums there with E2. So on another news, we do have some other stuff going on. I may not be with Feed the Beast for much longer. It's not that I am having any issues with being staff or anything like that. It's just that right now I am having a hard time finding the time to continue my work with them. Although I am kind of a little bit upset with the new curse launcher, and some of the mods are not moving over, which kind of saddens me a little bit, and I want to really get some of this stuff looking well. And another thing I wanted to kind of show you guys, because you've probably seen this earlier in video and I didn't really touch on it. For the first time, I've been able to produce a server that offers its own power source. We freely offer this to the players, at least for now. We offer some tie-ins to our server-side energy. As you can see, we've got a full energy core here. And we are ready to go for getting you guys supplied with all the energy that you should need and everything else. This will also help reduce lag a little bit if people start tying into this. If people start tying into this system here instead of building their own power sources. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that everybody has to tie into that. I'm just saying that, it's better, and, especially if you're really trying to get to that in-game stuff pretty quickly. So, and we want to foster some of that spirit of actually getting involved. Only thing that you have to really have to tie into our power setup up here is you have to have a Tesseract to tie in. Once you have a Tesseract, let us know, so that way we can give you the proper... Well, if you just plop a Tesseract down, you should be able to see the power setup, and we don't have it really locked down or anything like that, so... So yeah, you can connect using that instead, which should be cool. Other than that, feel free to check out the links in the description below. I hope you really enjoyed this video and it was as formative to you as you needed to make your decision on things. And I hope that we get some great players that will also become staff, because I am looking for staff. So feel free to give us a shout out or whatever, and we'll keep you in mind whenever we go to look for new staff and everything. I hope you all are having a great day, and this is Dungeon Master 372 signing off on our server spotlight with the DungeCraft and everything. And make sure to say hello to all the lovely people at E2, because they are the ones that are helping make this possible. Thanks again, guys, and as always, have a good one.